Howdy doody YouTube, it's Inigo again. Yeah, I have another commentary for you already, and this is by the request of my buddy Zero, because he's bored on vacation and he wanted something to watch. So, excuse me, this is in dedication to FrAnTiK Zero, aka and FrAnTiK Gaming and whatnot, and so on and so forth. So everybody, yeah, I got a gameplay on free-for-all today. This is actually a theater captured game, which I have not posted a theater captured game in a very long time, if not ever. I don't recall this game too much. I just know I get a not a nice GWK game-winning kill cam, but a whatever. I get a silent shot. Alright, just fucking watch. So I don't know what to talk about today. I mean, I just made a commentary like 2.5 hours ago, it seems like. But whatever. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can talk about. I have a couple things to say, I guess. Last night was an interesting night. I actually went out to watch the Cowboys Redskins game, and not that I gave a shit about either of those teams, because to be honest, if they both fell off NFL entirely, I wouldn't really care, because I'm not a fan of either teams. I kind of just went there because it was 25-cent wing day, 25-cent fucking chicken wings. Are you kidding me? Hell yeah, I went there, and $2 beer night, so double fucking plus whammy. That's why I went there. And so we get there, and the game's already halfway through. Cowboys, I believe, were losing at this time, even though they ended up winning the game. And we get there, you know, we start having our wings and our beers and whatnot. And a little after I got there, I was probably like my third beer, whatever. It doesn't really matter what beer I was on or how much wings I had eaten. I don't really know why I just said that, but I think I just said that because I about to tell a story how I went to go take a pee, and I guess the beer had a reason for that. It was the reason I had to pee, so I guess it was kind of relevant, but not at all at the same time. So I go into the bathroom, and I'm sitting there at the urinal, you know, peeing on a fly or whatever I'm doing, you know, aiming at something. Some guy walks in the bathroom, and he's just looking in the mirror, and he looks over at me, and he goes, "Hey, man," and he's pulling up his shirt, and he's rubbing his abs. This guy's, like, totally into himself, just fucking, oh, look at me, dude. I'm so full of myself, it's hilarious, but, like, he looks at me and goes, "I was fat like a year ago, man." And like I just couldn't believe what had just happened. I couldn't believe a guy just came into the bathroom, a men's bathroom, you know, and lifted up his shirt and started rubbing his abs and looked at a guy taking a piss and told me, you know, he was fat a year ago. Basically, look at me, look at my abs, I'm fucking dead sexy. Which was a little ridiculous, and in my head I was just like, what is going on? So, you know, I wash up my hands and I get back out there and I sit down and I tell my buddy about the story. And he tells me a story about being in the same bar not too long ago. And I guess he was in the same one, and, you know, he was hanging out with a couple friends, you know, having some fun. And he goes to the bathroom, and he's in there, you know, taking himself a piss as well. And some guy, super hammered, stumbles out of the stall. He walks up to my buddy and whispers in his ear. Or not whispers, but he just, like, gets kind of close to him and says, "Hey, dude, I just made a bet myself in the toilet, and I won." And walks away. And I just couldn't believe, like, that we both had a urinal story at the same bar that was, like, as ridiculous as the other. And so anyway, I thought that'd be a nice little thing to say, seeing as I don't have much to talk about, and I thought it was kind of funny. But anyway, yeah, so Cowboys won last night, you know. I really don't care. I'd probably rather the Redskins win, and mainly just because there was a huge table about 3 booths down full of a bunch of fucking tool bags. And there's every single time anything happened, oh my god, oh yeah, get it. And it was just like annoying the shit. I'm trying to like enjoy my time, watch the game I don't care about, and have a couple beers. And these asshats are just like screaming at the TV the whole time. Only plus side of that is they had a gorgeous lady at the table. Oh my god. She kept walking by, but like she was like probably 30, but she was like a 10, easily a 10. I mean, maybe even about 10 and a half, if it's even possible. But I guess after the game, she gets a microphone and like she starts talking about how the Cowboys won and like, oh, everyone, you know, give a big round of applause. Everyone just starts booing this chick, and it was freaking hilarious. So yeah, that was my night last night, you know. Whatever. So that's that basically is what I'm trying to say. Except for after that, me and my buddy go to leave, and before we had left, my buddy only had a couple beers, you know, there's a .08's the limit, but he cuts off him at like 4 beers, you know, so he can drive. And before we leave, we get a new waitress, and she comes up to us, and cute waitress, and we both have a beer in our hands, and she's like, "Are you guys gonna have another beer after this?" And we're like, "Well, you know, yeah, we were." I just answered for him. I didn't like, you know, he didn't really say anything, so I just said yeah, and you know, I wasn't thinking about the fact that he had to drive. And she's like, "Okay, well, I already poured it, so I want you guys to chug both of these." And you know, she was hot, so I was like, I don't know. And she's like, "Just do it." And I was like, "Okay, I'll do it." And so we chug our beers, and she walks away. My buddy looks over at me. He's like, "That is not what I wanted to fucking do right now." He's looking at me. He's just like, I could tell he just all of a sudden got a buzz full on. I'm like, "Oh, sorry about that, dude. Like, I would not have said that had I known you were about to leave." And so she walks away, and he's just like, "Shit. Now we're gonna have to kick here for like another hour." And I mean, it was kind of retarded anyways. Like, well, at this point, you know, it doesn't really matter. And we ended up going to this place called Aloha Grill right afterward, and getting this thing called a rainbow, which is like a big stick. I don't know if you've had a big stick before. It's like a popsicle in a cup, and it was awesome. But yeah, so that was my night last night. I thought maybe I'd tell you about that, since I literally just made a conversation or a commentary yesterday where I basically told you everything I really have to talk about lately. I guess I could talk a little bit more about Havasu. I mean, I didn't tell you guys too much. I kind of just gave you a quick skim on it because it was a short commentary yesterday. Well, one of the days in Havasu, basically what we did, my buddy had a pool. We were playing beer pong and, you know, grilling hot dogs and, you know, having some drinks and whatever. And my buddy throws my fucking sunglasses on the roof like a complete asshat. And I was like, "Go get him." He's like, "No, dude." And he's like one of those guys who's a complete asshole, but he's like still your friend. He's like, he's your asshole. And if you can tell me what kind of movie or what movie that was from, I'll give you a fucking cookie. I don't know. But so he won't get it. And like, so my buddy, who was way too drunk, starts climbing on the roof. And immediately, like, you know, hazard lights come on. I'm like, "Don't fucking do that. That's a terrible idea. I don't care if my sunglasses are on the roof. You're going to die." And he almost slips and eats shit, which was, even though it would have been terrible, it was, like, hilarious at the time. And my buddy actually ends up getting on the roof. And it's, like, a good 15 feet from the pool. And they both go to jump in, and, like, after they throw my sunglasses down, and thank God they made it. Like, one of them was, like, a hair from just breaking his neck. And I was just like, oh, my God, it's terrible. But, this is the day before. I mean, I told you, if you listen to my last commentary, we went to this place called the Naked Turtle. It was a nice restaurant, and we had this waitress, and my asshole friend Kiefer was just like in one of those moods where he just wanted to fuck with people, and he was just being the biggest dick to this girl. Like, every single time she'd come to the table, he'd ask for like one thing, and as soon as she walked away and came back with it, he'd ask her for something else, and he did this the entire time we were there. And like, I guess she walks to the station to fill his cup, and he just hears her go, "I fucking hate that kid at that table." And like, it was just like, I don't know, I guess he had to be there. I don't know why I'm really telling this. I just thought of it just now, and I thought it was hilarious, but it was just classic. I mean, the shit he was doing. It's like, she'd bring him like a Coke. "Oh, you know what? Can I get a box?" Like, she'd go get him a box, and he'd come back, and she'd be like, "You know what? I don't mean to be a dick, and I feel completely like awful right now, but we need 2 boxes." She'd come back, and he'd be like, "Can I get a side of ketchup?" Like, the whole time, I'm like, "Dude, you're going to get her to spit in your food, and we're going to get our asses kicked out of here. You're being a complete ass." But it was funny, you know, it was good times. Anyway, guys, this is a pretty good Villa game right here. I don't think I've ever posted a Villa commentary. Correct me if I'm wrong. I actually might have, but I don't think I have. Definitely not a free-for-all, because I'm pretty sure I've only posted 2 free-for-alls before. One was on Stadium, one was on, I believe, firing range. No, I don't actually. Maybe only 1 free-for-all. But the reason I posted a free-for-all is because it was a good game I actually completely forgot about, and I wanted to use it before it got lost in my archives. And I haven't posted a free-for-all in a long time, and these always get great feedback from you guys. So, you know, I hope you guys enjoy this. I get a pretty decent GWK right here, as I was saying. It's nothing's fancy. It's not like a fade shot or a temper. It's just, you know, it's just not just a quick scope. You know what I mean? I spawn and I shit on this kid. That's pretty much it. Anyway, guys, so I talked to my editor today, and he showed me a preview of how my montage looks so far, and it's looking absolutely epic, so guys, keep an eye out for that. And as I said, I have the buddy working on those street tages right now, and they should be done soon. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the commentary back-to-back. Have a nice day.